it's kind of new for folks to talk about specifically how much they're making.
If your post goes truly viral, you will have to contact people to take your post down because they've stolen it.
So if I'm talking about a personal story, in your email, you could talk about a mistake, the mistakes that you made. It's a different perspective.
But when there's this deadline that's in your face and you can see how many sales have come through, you're like, okay, I need to try something else.
I've had people come on my Twitter chat that are new and they walk away going, wow, I just made a whole bunch of new friends. I just got all these new followers just from showing up.
I don't even care when someone says no. As well as I see that as an opportunity to try and find someone to say yes.
But when I want to take a trip and have the trip covered, I find that calling is better.
Setting expectations with the campaign managers and also the brand is a huge plus.
Make sure it really is just an inspiration and not a direct copy.
A word link works so much better than anything else.
Challenges convert really well to then making them into a free course.
On desktop, that looks like maybe a sticky sidebar ad works really great.
They really want it, but they keep pushing back, like they just cannot budget it. Is I'll play around with the frequency.
But I knew that I was on the verge of something big. I could feel it. But to do that, you really have to be a little bit organized and know what money's coming in and what money's going out.
Go back and look at the traffic that's coming in, like who you're targeting.
Being an entrepreneur, it just keeps you on your toes. But when I learned how I could utilize both Google Analytics platform and the Google Search Console,
those are the 7 core ingredients. And those will be used on everything you do.
Figure out how you want your reader to feel when they look at your graphics or your pin.
I was maxed out at what I could do. In order to get there, I said, I need to hire some help so I can get there faster.
But keep in mind, though, that people want to buy, they just don't want to be sold to.
And so it's very rare that they're going to your board and they're like, oh my gosh, they've pinned this twice.
You can do all of that with WordPress, and you can't always get all your content out of any of the other platforms.
As long as you have money to put towards something like boosting, Facebook's going to be your best option almost every time.
We know how to speak to people and not sell to them.
But if you're doing this for someone else, they're not judging your voice or the way you look or any of those things.
Having it be a profession and not a hobby really is what's going to set you apart.
On one of the biggest shopping platforms in the world, you can have your own centralized page that promotes not only your books, but your current work.
Getting over those hurdles, like you're going to have them, but because it's a hurdle doesn't mean you should go that way either.
What you could do if you don't have a long vertical image, take 2 horizontal ones, put them on top of each other and put the title in the middle.
It's hard to be authentic. You're trying to fight the system or play the game or whatever it is, and you're trying to get ahead. And I get that it's a business, but I think you lose your credibility with brands and with followers.